Lauren just asked me if I'm dating anybody, so we're starting off on a really rough note.
Oh God.
Yeah, just like got right behind the heart and like. I mean, you live in WeHo, so you are aware of how tragic the dating scene really is.
It's hard out there.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver Island, Canada.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yes.
I knew I liked you. Yeah. Big Canadian
You
fan.
feel like everyone like says sorry a lot and like is
Sorry.
very polite on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't say sorry?
I don't have an accent.
Oh, God.
But I'm like, I morph into, like, I go to, like, the Midwest, and then I come back with, like, a Southern accent. So
As you
I'm
should.
like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
You said Vancouver Island?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like isolated from the mainland, I
Yeah, it's
assume?
like a 2-hour boat from the mainland.
What? Okay, so what's the music scene like on Vancouver
Like,
Island?
non-existent.
Right.
I will say, though, David Foster is from Vancouver Island,
Okay.
and so is Pamela Anderson. So
What
we
the
have
heck
some
is-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on Vancouver
I mean, she's an
Island?
actor, but
Yeah.
same thing.
But icon.
Yeah, but icon.
Yeah. Okay, well then, if there's not really much of a scene on the island, what got you into the whole music
Yeah.
thing? You've been in it for a while. You've been grinding since you were a wee
Like a
little tot.
teenager, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like honestly, I think just social media in general. Like
Sure.
when I was like 11, I entered this like competition to sing with Keith Urban.
Cool.
And then I randomly did that, and that was like when I started my YouTube channel, and I was like, okay, oh my goodness, like I want to do music. Like Keith Urban said I could do it. Like when I was like a kid, so I
Love.
just started posting on YouTube all the time. And then when I was 15, I posted something on Facebook, and then it like just like blew up overnight and got like it. I think like now it has like 50 million views or something.
Wow.
And then like from that, like TV shows reached out, like all the different everything, and I just started kind of gaining a following from there, and then continued to do it. And then TikTok came around, and all the things.
Humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Do you come from a musical family?
No.
Okay.
It is. I have truly no idea how I got into music. Like no one even like listens to music, plays music. No one plays an
What?
instrument. Like I didn't learn. This sounds like so uneducated and horrible.
No.
But I'm like I feel like everyone grows up with a parent being like, oh, they listen to the Beatles, or like they listen to like, I don't know, whatever was popular in their day and age. Like I feel like I never really had that. Like my dad would listen to like this one like British band, and that was like all I knew. But I would just hear songs on the radio, and then my mom would be like, wait, like I think Lauren's like singing all the words in the back seat. And then they just like picked up on the fact that I liked music so much. So then they bought me like a karaoke machine, and then
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute. The karaoke machine?
Hannah Montana karaoke machine.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
the second Hannah Montana mention we've had today.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, we're 2 for 2.
Yeah, and it's just me in my room singing Best of Both Worlds.
Love.
Forever.
As it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be. Okay, that's amazing. So you didn't really have, I mean, that's just wild to have a voice like yours and not have any kind of foundation at all.
I don't know. I feel like my mom always says, like, you know, like the 10,000 hours thing? Like,
Yeah.
you're never good at anything until you've got to like 10,000 hours. Like, my mom and my brother are like, oh, she's at 10,000 hours. Like, don't worry. Like, she never shut up. Like, I would come home from school and just like YouTube, like singing videos. And I would literally just sing karaoke tracks for like 6 hours until like I had to sleep. And like, I would just practice every single day over and over and over.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay, 10,000 hours at 21.
Yeah.
That's, I'm also a little jealous. That's crazy.
Well, I don't know if I am, but you know, they just would always say I would never
No,
shut up.
I
so.
subscribe to your mom. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
with it. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same. That's good. You should.
Yeah.
You mentioned Keith Urban. We talked about Luke Bryan earlier.
Yes.
Is pop country part of your foundation? Was that a thing that you listened to on the radio?
Well, so what's funny, actually, they definitely didn't know this at the time, but like before I sang with Keith Urban, I never listened to country music. And it was like someone else who was like, you should enter this. And then I knew like a few Keith Urban songs because they would listen to Keith Urban. And so then after that, I was like, oh, I'm getting into country. Like, I'm going to start listening to country music. But where I'm from, like, everyone listens to country music.
Interesting.
Like, we have a lot of just, like, if you live, like, out of town, like hillbilly, very countryside kind
Sure.
of thing. And, like, everyone just, like, goes on boats on the lake and, like, only listens to, like, Luke Combs, Luke Bryan, like, very strict country.
Wow.
So I feel like I kind of grew up around country music.
Yeah. That's so,
Yeah.
Does Canada at large have country artists of its own?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we have someone from my hometown right now that's, like, just, like, also becoming a country music artist. And
Again
he's,
with
like,
this
kinda blowing
island.
up.
Yeah. What is up with this
Go
island?
island.
I know. I need to go to Vancouver Island.
Yeah, seriously.
We mentioned all the songs that you covered in the karaoke machine and Hannah Montana. What about songwriting? When did you get into writing your own stuff?
Honestly, that's a great question. I started songwriting like right after I've always songwrote like my whole life, but they weren't necessarily like good.
Sure.
Yeah, it was just like me playing the same 4 chords and then like writing about random things that didn't make any sense. But I feel like I really got into it when I was like 16, 17. And then I started to meet like other songwriters and other people who were very good at songwriting and kind of learning from other people. I was like doing like 2 sessions a day, like just trying to like write with whoever I could to learn what my writing style was, because obviously everybody songwrites differently. Like some people start with a chorus, some people start with a verse, some people start with a concept. And so I was just like really went out of my way for like 2 years over and over to just write as many songs as I possibly could and write with as many people.
Cool.
And then eventually I wrote some songs that did well. Yeah.
And you use social media.
Yeah.
Cool. I would love to chat with you about that. I'm also from a small, I mean, I'm assuming that Vancouver Island is a smallish town.
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
You said 2-hour boat ride from.
I mean, the island itself is pretty big.
Okay.
But like Canada itself is really big. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the 2nd largest country, but we only have 30 million people across the whole place. So like a lot of where I live is really just trees and mountains.
Love.
But the town itself is not super big. Yeah.
Okay. Heard. I mean, you grow up kind of isolated, insulated from the rest of the world. But I mean, maybe places where you're from, where I'm from, is similar in that way. And then you get this kind of inorganic bump in a following that for me, I was like, I have no idea how to like reconcile this amount of people, this amount of attention on me, because it's so much bigger than what I'm used to growing up. How have you dealt with that? Your following's huge.
Honestly, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like my whole life, like I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Like I was like, it's so funny because now I still like live in my hometown with my boyfriend, like part-time. But I was like, fuck this town. Like, sorry, I don't know if we're allowed to swear.
You can. Fuck
but
this town.
Like, yeah, I was like, fuck this town. I'm leaving. I hate it here. Like I'm moving to the big city. Like I always would like literally walk around my house at like 14 years old and be like, I'm gonna have millions of followers one day. Like I would just like manifest and like say these things out loud. But I also feel like now that I have it, like it really just goes over my head.
Sure.
Like every once in a while I'll be like, wait, this is crazy. And have like a moment of like, wow, like what is my life? And then other days I just feel like I'm living in a blur.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So have I processed it? Probably not.
Right. No, but it's real though. It's really difficult to, I think, actually connect to the number that's on your screen.
Yeah.
It's like I still am me and I'm rocking with me, but there's literally millions of people who have some perception of me out in the world.
Yeah.
That's
It's like so silly.
Yeah. It's crazy to try to like navigate how people perceive you.
Yeah.
And work to do that. I don't know.
I feel like I'm like my favorite compliment in the world is when my fans meet me and they're like, "Oh my God, you're exactly what I thought you would be like." I'm like, "Okay, that's what I'm going for."
Yes.
Like I'm trying to be legit and like not a fake version of myself.
Yeah.
And so I love when people say that.
No, you are legit. I really like
Really?
I really like your energy. You just seem very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Would your friends say that you're cool?
I think my
ask?
friends would say I'm weird.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bet. That's cool.
I don't know if I'd classify in like the cool category.
I think you're pretty cool.
I don't know. I feel like to be cool, you have to be like stoic, and I'm way too like,
Oh.
hey, you know, like,
Yeah.
way too much energy. I think to be like stoic and cool.
No, you're speaking to me. I always think that like my tattoos give me this impression.
No, you
that
do.
I'm
It's like
some
giving cool.
Yeah, but oh my God. No, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Lauren, what do you have coming up? What do we have to look forward to? Tell me what you're excited about. I want to hear it.
Well, I just put out a song called Pray that I sung.
Love.
But honestly, I've just been working on an album. So I'm definitely going to be putting out an album this year.
Cool.
Hopefully. And hopefully touring and just doing literally all the things. Just more and more music is coming at everybody.
Love. Is Pray on the album?
It should be.
Yeah? Maybe.
Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah.
Did you grow up religious?
No, which is so funny about this
Interesting.
song.
Yeah.
But like there was like when we wrote it, we purposefully like didn't put anything in it that was like, oh, Jesus Christ, or like a specific God or like religion to it, because we were like, you don't necessarily need to be religious to like pray for somebody or like wish somebody well. And so like the whole point of the song really was like any religion, like any person, even if they're not religious, can still relate to this and like wish somebody well. I do feel like I believe in like a higher power, but I wasn't necessarily raised with a specific religion. I didn't go to church like every Sunday, but I have been to church and like, you know, all of that. But yeah.
I can speak for everybody at home and myself that I would love to strangle you. For not even growing up in the church and singing the way you do is crazy.
Wait, but I wish I grew up in the church, because
Then
every church singer I know is incredible. Like I would be better. No, I would be unstoppable. No one could speak
You're right
to
in
me.
there.
I would be like, I wouldn't speak to people on the streets.
Let's
I would be
go.
like-
Let's go. We're in LA. We'll go to gospel church. We'll
Yes,
figure it out.
I would
Yeah.
love to.
Oh, yeah. And then also very humbling.
Yeah.
Very humbling.
No, it's so humbling.
Yeah, it
I
is.
recently had like I sung with like a just we hired like 10 singers, but they were like gospel singers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was literally like, wait, I'm bad. Like these
know.
people are like so good. Like
I know.
what?
I know. It's
And they're not even like trying. Like they're
No.
just like riffing on the side and like so good.
I'm with you. Well, hearing you sing does feel like I'm being prayed over. So
I
it's
love
just,
that.
Yeah, you really have a crazy instrument. It's amazing.
you.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that I got to meet you today.
Yes.
Thank you
me
for coming in.
too. Thank you.
Would you want to do a squeeze?
Yes.
We can do a squeeze. Oh, these are cute too.
Oh, thank
Can we
you.
do a squeeze?
Sorry if they hurt. I'm like,
No, I love it. Give it to
Okay.
me. Give it to me. Lauren, you crushed that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
Anything else that you want to talk about? You feel good? Your stories are cute.
I'm like, my like brain. I'm like, no, I feel like we got
Satiated?
it. Yeah.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah.
Should we go ahead and that was awesome. Should we go ahead and just grab social while you're sitting there, Elliot?
We're gonna do it. I think a
You need a different location.
different location just for differentiation.
Okay, thanks, Lynn.
Yay.
Crush.
You guys.
You're such a pleasure. Studio sessions and exclusive content you're not gonna find anywhere else. Follow, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and social media to stay up to date with your next favorite artist.